What up, my friends? How you doing? We are here today to discuss some absolute insanity. Wizards of the Coast CEO talking about K-pop magic cards and other insanity, romance stuff. It's wild. Absolutely wild nonsense. So, first things first. Let me grab the live stream link and we will share that in the Discord. And then we shall go from there. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So yeah, I was checking out the information on the newest Hasbro earnings call and quarter reports, all that kind of stuff. And there's a bunch of interesting information, but I'm limiting the scope of the conversation today for reasons that I will explain shortly. All right. There we go. That's good. Okay. And switch this up for our hellos. What up, Gossett, Tookie, Jess, Zircon, Inferno, Shelton, Joe, Millmaster, Habanero, Bo Falcon. I believe that is all of the initial hellos. All right. All right, looks like the stream notification system is a little wonked today. That happens. That's part of the reason that I use Discord to make the announcements. What up, Ultra? How's it going, buddy? So here's the deal. We're gonna talk about the subject tonight, but I cannot promise any kind of coherence from me at any given point during the stream because I fucked my leg up today, and as a result I am on a combination of different things. Different things are in my bloodstream, which may make me dumber than usual. Maybe I won't be able to elucidate my thoughts to the same level. Who knows? I'm just putting it out there that I messed up my leg real good today, and as a result we're not going to be talking about the whole, well, we may touch on it here or there. I'm gonna do a full-on video. I'm just saying this is going to be a very casual, whatever style conversation. And if I'm in too much pain, I'm just going to dip. I'm dipping out. Them's the guidelines. That's it. Not the ground lines. The guidelines for what we're doing here. Because apparently, just trying to chase my soccer ball so it doesn't end up in a creek is enough for me to just ruin my leg to the point where I want to record a video tomorrow, and I don't know if I can stand up to do so. It's that level. I don't know if I can stand for the length of a video. We'll see how I'm doing tomorrow. I mean, I can record it this style sitting down, so it's not the end of the world, but it is both funny. It's kind of funny, and it's kind of sad. And also, I was never a super sporty guy. So I've never, injured myself just from, trying to run around and do health-oriented ball kicking and stuff, or wherever you want to put it. So it was just oh great, I messed up my body in a way I didn't even know you could. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get home afterwards. I pictured dragging myself home, and I'm like, yo, I guess I have to bring my cell phone around with me everywhere. I may as well get one of those fucking medic alert little, oh, it's over for me, help, I've fallen, please, take a sledgehammer and just put me out of my, end me like a horse with a broken leg. Oh, Millmaster, I mean, that doesn't feel wrong. Magic is so ridiculously out there now that you may as well enjoy what you can, bro. Joe, that's true. If it was an insult stream, it might end up as gibberish. But you know what? I'm not messed up enough now so I can tell you that you are a goat fucker. And bro, you're not even good at it. That's the fucking sad part, bro. You fuck goats and you got no skills, right? Think about that for a second. Goats can't give verbal feedback. So if you actually take your brain and figure out how obvious it has to be that you are not pleasuring that goat, bro, everybody can see it on the goat's face. And that's just sad. Kevin, BTS The Gathering. Oh my God. Yeah, little Wawa Heart Man or whatever his name is. The little red heart guy. Carly has some of that crap. Light my balls like dynamite. Yeah, I've fallen and I can't get up. Exactly. Habanero Super Chat says, someone once told me the fastest cure for pain is money. Actually, I think it was you. You know what? It probably was me. That's it, guys. Only your dollars. This is like fucking faith healing. I have faith that you guys can give me enough money that I'll be able to stand tomorrow. We can do this. Give me money to stiffen my leg. Wait a minute. That sounds like... Nope, you know what? Sex sells. I said what I said. Inferno. That's pretty good. That's funny, bro. Every day, what's up, man? Juglum, how you doing? Jess, fastest cure for pain is pills. Correct. And don't worry, I have administered pain medication to myself, and ice, and elevation, and all that fun stuff. Master, it's a maid alert. Hey, Ball Falcon, thanks for the pumping guns pair. I can't believe that. I'm looking at the way he's stomping his legs right now. That would be a nightmare. I've never just had my leg feel like, yo, you can't trust me right now. I've had where I know it's just gonna hurt, but I don't know if I can trust you not to buckle under me. You know what I mean? That's pretty wild. Nick, when can you expect a sweaty, shirtless Garuk? Probably never. You know what I mean? You'll get Oko, you'll get Jace or whatever. Garuk's been sidelined because, an evil sorceress basically cursed him with horrifying magic that destroyed his ability to commune with nature and completely ruined his life and pretty much almost killed him and leaves him in a state of constant agony and an inability to connect to nature. But he choked the sorceress who did that to him. So, not allowed anymore. That's basically what happened. And it's just like, do you guys care about context? This woman destroyed his life. Yeah, but he's choking her. Yeah, she's an evil necromancer. Yeah, but he's choking her. Yeah, she's an evil necromancer who cursed him, and it makes sense that he's doing that. No, it's not right. You're not right in the head, bro. That's what's up. Hey, Buff Falcon with the wrecked the chair. That chair is my leg, bro. That chair is my leg. What up, Mercy? Hey, Buff Falcon, gift of the memberships too. Thanks, big boy. I can feel the blood cells vibrating in my knee. I can feel my flesh re-knitting. Your wife made you put Tori Amos posters all over your party room? Bro, listen, if you want to fucking tug off to Tori Amos posters or whatever, go ahead. You don't have to pretend like your wife made you do it. My wife made me put up these pictures of Pamela Anderson from the Baywatch, and she makes me lick them. And I don't like it, guys. I don't like attractive women. Tori Amos makes me mad because, don't you know Trent Reznor wrote that song about her calling her Starfucker? Oh, so yeah, in an earnings report, straight up, the CEO of Hasbro was talking about 30%. I think 30% of our audience is women. Just listening to what he's talking about in the call, they don't really know. They make these they make these statements, but they don't really know. So he's just like, I think it's like 30%, and we're looking to grow that. So don't be surprised if you see K-pop and romance, and I'm just like, what? I mean, how far is a K-pop one from, what the hell, Hatsune Miku, right? Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, your money dick small, but Hatsune Miku do not mind. I'm used to tiny ones. Yeah, see? You know, Hatsune Miku. Mako, Universe Beyond has created a second reserve list. Do I feel this is true? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. First of all, trying to invest in Magic based off of reserve list is like degenerate gambling at this point, right? Also, Wizards can print any card from Universe Beyond as Universe Within, and they will as soon as that card hits a certain level on the secondary market. So if your thoughts are, Universe Beyond stuff is great because if I get it, it'll just go up in value because they can't reprint it. They can and will, right? They redid Rick from The Walking Dead as Greymond because he was like a $50, $60 card. So there is no, like, it's reserve list in that, wow, they may not print this exact Lord of the Rings version of the card, but considering most people care about functionality, unless you're dealing specifically with a fan of the franchise, nobody's going to care about the fact that it's the One Ring or a Great Ring, known as the One Ring or whatever. You know what I mean? So, to me, no. What up, Vault? What up, DJ Longhair? Still digesting the call. Yeah, it's swirling around in my brain. I made a bunch of notes, and I made those notes before I fucked my leg up, and I was ready to go in. But ultimately, my mind isn't 100 right now. Shelton, Days of Our Lives, Secret Lair in our future? Here's the thing. It's not going to be Days of Our Lives, because Days of Our Lives is like a fucking soap opera from like 20, 30 years ago. And that does not have a crossover at all with Magic's current audience. And Wizards isn't looking to bring in like 55, 60-year-old housewives into the demographic. They'll take them if they can get them, but they're not targeting them. You know what I mean? So that one feels too far afield. JH Super Chat says, the Universe Beyond will continue until profits improve. Bro, the profits are already there. They were touting on the call about how it took like 6 months or hold on. You know what? Never mind. It's like right here. I can actually take a look at it and just read it so that I'm quoting it correctly. Lord of the Rings, it was 6 months. Lord of the Rings took 6 months to give them $200 million in revenue. Final Fantasy gave them over that in the time frame before the set even released. And they went back and set it so that they would basically, what am I saying here? I'm trying to say that they come on, it was right there. Shit, what was it? I told you this is part of the reason that so 6 months they made $200 million with Final Fantasy before it even released. Oh, that's right. And they changed the amount they were going to produce 4 times before it came out. Upping it. So in terms of Final Fantasy production, they have produced possibly 50 to 60% more Final Fantasy than any other set, based on the information that the CEO is providing. We weren't given exact specifics, but we were told high 2-digit percentage. So there is a ton of Final Fantasy, and they plan to sell it through for the next number of years. The profits have improved. The card quality hasn't. The card design hasn't, right? Arthur, I agree that the 30% metric for women is just basically blatantly trying to make things look a particular way to their shareholders and is not indicative of reality. The fact that they can just go, well, we can only accurately measure 15% of our player base because those are the people who play digitally and go into the stores, and the other 85% don't. Well, if you can't measure them, how do you know they constitute 85%? You know what I mean? It's a bunch of guesswork. So they also talked about the average age of Magic players, and the spin on that was amusing. But this is stuff that I will cover when I can talk about it in a clearer way, I feel like. Mako, they have no reprint plan for Universe Beyond cards? Oh, yeah, where would they reprint them? It's not like they put, like, I don't know, crazy fucking 80 extra reprints in sets. It's not like they have special guests and stuff like that. There is no way they couldn't do a secret layer and sell those Universe Within versions direct to people going, hey, you know that $70 Universe Beyond card you wanted? It's in this secret layer. It's only $50 and it comes with these 3 other cards. So, Nope. Nope. There is no reason on this earth to think that any of the Universe Beyond stuff is special and won't immediately be reprinted as a functionally identical card. They don't even have to do a reskin. They don't have to go, this is Greymond, a reskin of Rick. They can just go, this is Greymond, a card with the exact same abilities. There is no rule in Magic the Gathering against making a literal exact same card, right? There are a bunch of cards like that. They do the exact same thing, but just have a different name. There's no difference between them. Balduvian Bears, Grizzly Bears, from the oldest days, is an example. And that's something that's persisted all along. So it is illogical to believe that Universe Beyond cards are special from a mechanical standpoint. But from a purely collector standpoint, if they make Y'shtola again, right? But it's not Final Fantasy. Her name is Wendy the Big Jug Milkmaid. Obviously, that name is not going to be what they make. But let's say that's what they go with, right? Then it doesn't matter. Like, unless you care specifically about the Final Fantasy version of Y'shtola, you can get Wendy Fat Jugs for a fifth of the price. So how much do you care about paying 5 times as much for a fucking card, right? Mercy, you think Borderlands? Is Borderlands big enough, though? That's a good question. Habanero's my darkest fantasy was to have K-pop magic cards. It is bizarre. It is bizarre. DJ Longhair, man, that sounds boring. I hope you have fun with it. Do I think we went down the Yu-Gi-Oh rabbit hole? I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh other than that the card quality is miserable, and I never cared about it. Yu-Gi-Oh was like, why would I play that? That's Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon were for the children, and Magic was for like teenagers and adults. So little 8-year-old Billy could go and play with his, it's time to duel. Wow, that's cool. Check it out though, I got this fucking thing strapped to my arm. Holy fuck, that's lame as shit. If they came out with that, you're a planeswalker. Nice, I'm an awesome magician, flinging crazy spells throughout the multiverse. This is pretty dope. Yeah, and you slap this thing on your arm. What? Yeah, because you actually use cards for real. Fucking lame! Lame! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is lame as shit. That concept is fucking dumb. You fell into my trap card. The trap is existing like you do. You're a fucking clown and your hair is stupid. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fucking bullshit. The only way you could like that crap is if you were a dumb kid when it came out. So you have no ability to determine what's worthwhile. And you're like, this is so fucking cool. It's like the lamest shit, bro. It's so lame. Invader, it's almost like they make things up as they go based on profits. 100%. 100%. JH, you only paid $3.50 for your Big Jug Milkmaids? Gotta get them cheap. Roughneck, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was darker and he was the king of games? Well, holy fucking shit, bro. I take it all back. It's not lame to have this thing slapped to your arm and hold the card because you know what, bro? It was grittier and darker. Well, fuck my donkey. I am so wrong about Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna go watch the whole series, collect all the cards. Fuck Magic. I'm gonna get 3 of those fucking things. I'm gonna get 1 on each arm and put a 3rd on my fucking dick. I'm ready to dick you down. That's how it's going. I'm here. That's it. You fucking convinced me. What a brilliant reversal, Roughneck. Holy fuck, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga was so fucking dark, bro. Holy shit, you don't even know what he did to people with the cards. He put somebody's soul away for like forever, dude. And a dragon ate somebody or some shit. Pull out my one-eyed white dragon. Pop, 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 blasting. Yu-Gi-Oh's stupid. Nick, you hate secret layers, but a fat jug milkmaid would tempt you? Well, I mean, the closest you can get is the Japanese waifu cards. Is Magic too complex for new players? I mean, in some ways, oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you boil down to the rules minutiae of the game, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. But from a casual perspective, people are just going to play the cards like it seems like they should to them, and they're going to be fine. Like, if somebody plays Lagrella the Magpie the wrong way and everybody thinks it works that way, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking pathetic that Wizards doesn't spend the time to template the cards right. It's pathetic that the cards don't function properly. But for the majority of casuals, they just make it work and don't give a shit, right? Man, I'm hyped now. I'm fucking hyped about Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I didn't realize how fucking dark it was. This is life-changing. Genuinely life-changing. Habanero, your friends tried to get you to Yu-Gi-Oh when you were a kid and you thought it was lame and too cartoony. Yeah, it's fine. Like, whatever. You're a kid, you like it, cool. But it was hella dumb to me, bro. The duel was based on his speech impediment. Shut up. The original Yu-Gi-Oh was so dark, bro. He had a speech impediment. Will you touch my one-eyed pants dragon? You just fell into my trap. You're actually gonna have to tongue my hole now. Oh God. Yeah, Habanero, exactly. When you started with Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh felt like a downgrade. Same with Pokemon. You know what? If I was younger, you'd slap, I don't know, 5-6 years off my age maybe and put me a little bit younger, then maybe I'd be a Pokemon goon too, right? Because I got special place in my heart for cartoons I watched as a kid and shit. That's fine. Like, I don't blame kids for liking Pokemon. It's cool. You like collecting shit. You want monsters. I get that vibe. But it falls real flat for me. You know, I'm going to play Pokemon or am I going to play fucking Suikoden? Where I can get like 108 different characters and battle. You know, like, when it comes to video game stuff. Obviously not the card game. Wile, you're wondering if they'll make a Christmas Final Fantasy drop? I don't know if it's going to be Final Fantasy. I don't know if it's going to be Spider-Man. Because remember, Spider-Man are the welcome decks. They didn't go Final Fantasy welcome decks. Spider-Man is going to be a weird beast. Because this is the furthest we've gone with Universe Beyond in terms of full sets diverging from what feels like normal Magic. At least Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a MetaZoo. Yeah, MetaZoo was garbage, right? Yeah, Magori tried to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And it was Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Yeah, it's made for kids. What up, Heavy Metal? Ultra, yep, they do put a ton of abilities on the cards. The Lord of the Rings decks have a ton of mechanics. There's more stuff just being crammed onto cards. Millmaster, they're letting kids patent things now? What's going on? Yeah, Nick, with Pokemon, my understanding is that more people just collect the cards and stuff, and it's not as much about playing, although some people do play. And something interesting that I just found out today, and I don't know how true this is, so it does require kind of talking to some more people and discover. I don't care that much because it's about Pokemon, but it is a curiosity to me. Pokemon has a vibe where people want to collect the cards themselves, so cracking cards out of packs yourself in Pokemon is much more important as somebody wants to build out their collection. You know what I mean? Like, for Magic, you want to buy singles, you want the cards to play with your deck. You don't care if you trade them off people, whatever else. Cracking cards can be cool too, but it's not a necessity, right? But apparently a bunch of Pokemon players are like that. Not players, collectors, whatever it is. They want to crack the cards. And I actually like that vibe. I think that's fun, you know? Oh, hey, speaking of fun, Heavy Metal with the fat super chat, taking the board. Heavy Metal, I have a great insult. Like, I have one that I like so much that I'm fucking keeping it saved for you for the next time that we have a wheel stream and you end up on insult. So let's say that happens to be 6 months down the road because shit happens and you're off doing other stuff in life and you haven't been here or whatever. I'm just saying, remind me, how are you going to know if I forgot? Screw it, remind me. If you land on insult, Remind me that I already have a fun, like, just the beginning already good to go. Because it's fucking hilarious. So, it's worth saving. By the way, Combat was complaining about you yesterday. Always getting in his way and sniping the board from him. He showed up yesterday. Talking about that. What's Bakugan? That's like a Japanese card game, I think. Isn't it? Maybe... or is it made by Wizards of the Coast for Japan? I can't remember, honestly. Mako, listen, man. Listen. You don't need to talk to me about fucking Metazu's problems with its cards because you're not even talking about the worst one. You're like, did you know there's a card that gets stronger based on the fact that you're not wearing pants? Magic's already caused people to take their pants off. They made a fucking Minotaur that had denim walk, which means if you're wearing a pair of jeans, it's unblockable. But if you stand up and take your fucking jeans off, now this Minotaur is blockable. So taking your pants off in a card game ain't new. Do you know what is new? Getting bonuses for fucking farting. For farting. Okay? How about a card that gets plus 10 if you fucking fart? How about that? That's real. That's real. I found that card and I started ranting about it, actually. I was ranting about it in a... Where was that rant? I was talking to some... It was years ago. I was talking to some other creators or something. And I just went on this rant about the fart concept. And I'm like, this is a terrible idea. How are you supposed to have organized tournaments when you have fart cards or whatever? And I tore into MetaZoo. And to their credit, they just fucking went, here, we're going to hook you up with some fucking stuff. Right? Didn't they were just like, whatever, man. You can have your fucking opinions. You can say whatever you want. Here you go. I'm like, well, I respect that you're not little bitches about it because there are companies that are little bitches. And I can understand that. If somebody's smack talking you, you don't want to deal with them. I get that, but I do respect companies who are like, yeah, we can handle if you're going to criticize stuff, it's fine, you know. So, and I mean, I ripped on them and they sent me stuff, so I was like, okay, all right, you know, I'll check it out. I messed around with it for a bit, had fun with it, you know, like had fun cracking it and talking some smack mostly. No, I tried playing the game a couple of times with some of my friends, and it just didn't feel that enjoyable. It never caught on, really, you know. Roughneck, you want a Pokemon Magic crossover? One day, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. Big bro, look, man, I don't even know 100% what the fuck a Labubu is. I think it's a weird mix between a bunny and an ape, and they look like garbage. I don't understand this phenomenon. Like, we're way past the days of Beanie Babies and Furbies, aren't we? Aren't they just fucking stuffed animals or something? Who gives a shit? Eight years. Well, 8 years is longer than most Magic players. Most Magic players' lifespan is like a year and a half to 2 years as a Magic player, and then they're just kind of done, right? People like me who have been playing for fucking over 30 years they're not the norm. They are not the norm, you know? Hey, Tinsman, what's up, bro? How you doing? You looked at Japanese Pokemon base set and thought it was too easy to get holos. So you made the English packs only have only 1 in 3 pack holos to make pack ripping more exciting, and it made $1 billion. You know what? I follow that logic. Putting foils into every pack diminishes the specialness of foils. I know that because when I mess around opening games like Sorcery or like Grand Archive, the foils are super rare, right? So if you get foils in every pack, it can absolutely diminish the enjoyment of the specialness. You can still enjoy them, but it can make them feel less special for sure. And the collector packs that have fucking like, 8 or 9 foil commons and uncommons, or 10 foil commons or uncommons, something like that. I don't know. It's just, foils are just churned, and they're pretty much all worthless and printed to poor quality. So the Magic foil game ain't great right now. It's a plush, and it's hyped because of blind boxes. I like blind boxes. I am a sucker for random blind box stuff. 100%. Gianna, what's K-pop? There you go. Mercy already told you. Korean pop music. Have you ever heard that song? Light it up like dynamite. Where it's like, jump up with the bone. You know? I'm sure you've heard it. Where it's like, it's 5 Asian dudes who look like hot Asian women. You know what I mean? Like, they are the most effeminate, beautiful boys that you could possibly find. And they sing ridiculous English fucking statements that it's their music is ridiculously terrible and also ridiculously catchy. You'd be like, what the fuck is this? Jump up to the cup, LeBron. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine, so you should keep your eye on the ball. What the fuck are you saying? Woo woo, I'm ready. Okay then. All right, pretty man. Sing to me. Gianna, for the love of all that is good. Why? It's super popular. K-pop is I'm going to say this right now. Wizards is throwing out K-pop when they're doing the earnings reports because they know. You don't know this because you're like a grown adult living a normal adult life. But like K-pop fans are rabid swarms of insane young ladies to the point where BTS is the name of one of these K-pop bands. And BTS fans went around yelling at all kinds of movie production companies and stuff because before BTS came along, on YouTube, BTS stood for behind the scenes. And so it's used on all kinds of videos. And these deranged K-pop fans go and they say, hey, stop using BTS's name to get views. What are you talking about? This was here before they even showed up, you little idiots. You know? So if they can get the little girl's money, oh God, what world is this, bro? What universe is this, man? What happened? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I got a minute. Shut up, lovely Asian men. Nothing. You can't wait for Star Wars. It feels so likely. People are saying Star Wars isn't going to happen because there's some other kind of license for another card game from Decipher or somebody else. I don't remember who. But, and that is a reasonable point to make. That absolutely could mean they're not going to do Star Wars. But Star Wars stuff feels, Disney owns it. I don't know. Does making a handful of cards, like if you're just doing a Star Wars Secret Lair, does that actually in any real way impact that other card game? And do they have a contract that says you can't let anybody else make cards at all, or you can't let anybody make cards in a way that will impact our business? So if McDonald's wants to do a print run of 30 of cards and you want to team up with McDonald's to do that, that's okay, because that won't compete with our card game. But if this competes with our card game, then no. And then from the corporate standpoint, just saying we're letting them make 6 fucking Star Wars cards, does that constitute a violation of that contract, right? There's a lot of variables. Maybe it's a K-pop Demon Hunter set? Wait. Collection, K-pop Demon Hunter. I saw that phrase today. Somebody said they were talking about Y'shtola. Hold on, I'm writing that one down. K-pop. What the hell is it about? What was that name again? K-pop Demon Hunter. There it is. I saw somebody say, hey man, don't spend too much money buying a Surge Y'shtola, because with Wizards Power Creep, 2 years from now, you could actually have the K-pop Demon Hunter card just completely outmode your commander. It might not even take 2 years. And I'm just like, what? Juggling the K-pop historian? No, I don't think so. I'd rather fucking pop boils on people's bodies than be the K-pop historian. K-pop idolizes being anime characters in real life. True, you want a magic set from the original Willow movie? Fucking forget it. The best you could get is a secret layer and the scrape in the bottom of the barrel. Especially since the new Willow TV show bombed abysmally. I think they might have even stopped airing it or something like that. What up, TJ? How's it going, buddy? Hey, everyone! There's a peck with an acorn! Roughneck, you're going to use Jenny from Blackpink as your commander? The first time I read that, I'm going to use Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I've still got butt cheeks for the block. DJ Longhair, don't you be talking about loot, man. I'm enjoying this break from loot. One of the nice things about Universe Beyond is no more stupid loot action, bro. Boing. A Leprechaun set? Like the stupid horror movie? Rod, you blame me for you sleeping on the couch tonight. Good. Good, whatever it is you fucking deserve. That doesn't even make sense. There's no way I can take the blame for that. You're making your own choices. Don't pretend like there's anybody else there in the fucking house with you. Yeah, I'm the one who's making me sleep on the couch. I do this so that I feel less alone. Fuck you, feel alone, Rod. What up, Bowers? How you doing? Scary movie? See, I don't know, man. I don't know what the level of appeal for some of this stuff is. So I can't discount anything at this point, but gut says no. No. Pink Panther, nothing. Are you fucking 200 years old? Oh, I'm a million years old. Gianna Magic already has one leprechaun in before all the people jump in. Actually, stupid, guess what? There's a bunch of changelings and shits. They're all leprechauns because they're all creatures. Fuck you. Right? Because that's what magic is. A bunch of fucking actualing. A bunch of actualing. The heavy metal, you just fucking flexed on everybody and then just went quiet. He's like, oh, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Imagine if Aether Drift was Disney's Cars. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Very little surprises me. I mean, that K-pop romance novel shit did. This shit's just gonna keep getting crazier. They're gonna lean more and more and more into wild outside stuff, guys. What? The Leprechaun horror movies went into outer space? I mean, why not? Why not? Hey, Botanic Stone Super Chat says, grab some all-dressed chips on me, bro. I will. I'll get some Ruffles all-dressed chips on you. I hope you mean that, like, with that money, and that you're not trying to fucking offer to come and lay naked in my house and then I eat potato chips off your unwashed, greasy body. Because I ain't fucking doing it. You know what I mean? I get emails like that all the time. Like, pretty much every day. Some dude is like, hey, will you eat food off me? What the fuck, man? No, I won't. I just want to play my cardboard rectangle game, bro. Like luxury cardboard rectangles. Keep your weirdness away from me. They aired reruns of Pink Panther on a random channel. Television channel? Like TV? How fucking old are you? I haven't had cable TV in 20 fucking years. Like, for real. I have not had cable television in 20 fucking years. Hold on, let me just dust off the Victrola and we'll check the box to see if the milkman's left the bottles. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Cable television? You're paying for cable TV? You're on the internet right now, which means you know how to watch shit on the internet right now. How the fuck are you watching cable TV, bro? Haven't you got an insane idea for a universe beyond? What if they hired some actual fantasy writers and paid them to build their own original fantasy world within Magic Multiverse? I don't know, man. Sounds dicey. What would they even do, right? What? Botanic, you're going to eat salmonella-laced soy sauce. Ew. What? Jacques, I don't trust the news. Are you kidding me? Everything the news tells you is 100% true. They don't have ulterior motives to keep you in a constant state of fear and misrepresent things, right? They want to seem like a fucking vital service. And they want you afraid and scared because then you'll keep your eyes glued. Oh, everything's the worst and your life's going to suck and everything's a nightmare, right? Like, it's funny because some people could draw parallels and go, well, that's rich coming from you, Mr. fucking Doom and Gloom. They're talking about K-pop romance stuff. Here's the fucking difference, right? The news ain't coming from a perspective of, I want things to be better and things to get fixed. It's just terrible, 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 terrible. I talk about the terrible, hoping for improvement. I talk about the good too, but I rarely get credit for that shit. And I get the dumbest comments from fucking Mongo morons going, every other YouTuber saying positive stuff about this. This guy's saying this negative stuff. What am I saying that is not factually correct, fuckstick? Oh, okay, so I'm not factually incorrect, and everybody else isn't talking about this and is talking about the positive shit. Then, moron, go there. Go to the other 99.99% of places, you clownish fucking idiot. Every other restaurant on this street sells lemonade, and you sell milk. Okay? Well, everyone else is selling lemonade. Go fucking get carbon monoxide poisoning, moron. Like, what is wrong with you? You're a fucking idiot. If everybody else is doing this thing that you want, go watch it. Why are you exactly like everybody else spouting the same things? Why are you here, dipshit? You fucking moron. Where is your fucking critical thought capacity, right? No, but yeah, this guy, just tell me what I'm actually talking about that's wrong, fuckstick. Well, everyone else is saying positive things. Okay, and did Wizards screw up this card? Yeah. And did they screw up fixing it? Yeah. Okay. And did they ban these cards? Yeah. And did they do this greedy thing? Yeah. Why are you just telling me, hey, did you know that you could take the new Pinocchio commander and if you make him tell enough lies, his wooden nose will go all the way up your ass and stimulate your prostate? Oh. Yeah, you can go watch everybody else do that. Fuck you and your stupid mother. Call her up and tell her that you should have never been born, you worthless dumb fuck plug. Nothing, you got subscription services to get away from cable, only for said subscription service to slowly become cable. 100%. 100%. Habanero, Mr. Doom and Gloom, you feel like this channel is one of the most vibrantly entertaining places on the internet? I'm having a good time. Most people are having a good time. That's what I know, right? People wouldn't be here if we weren't having a good time. But some people are just, I just read it and go, are you fucking stupid? Like, are you genuinely this fucking dumb for real? Is it wrong to pray for scorched earth? I mean, you can pray for scorched earth if you want, but the next part of what you said is impossible. You don't fundamentally understand the relationship. Like, Wizards can't buy themselves out from Hasbro. Wizards isn't an independent company. Wizards is owned by Hasbro the same way that I owned these glasses. But then Hasbro took it a step further and permanently fused the glasses to their body and said Wizards is now a part of Hasbro. Because if they didn't, the shareholders would have probably forced them to spin Wizards off as a separate company and then sell off all the other chunks of Hasbro and just have Wizards of the Coast running. So to save themselves from doing that, they folded Wizards as a division into fucking Hasbro to stop Hasbro from exploding and dying. So you can't actually have Wizards buy itself from Hasbro. The most you could ever hope is that it gets spun out, and the chances of that are pretty nil at this point. Pretty nil. That's right. That's right, Jacques. I do have a way with words. I agree. I agree. Heavy Metal says, I have the top fan heist experience. I won the internet. Hell yeah, buddy. You're Lord of the Board. You got the #1 purple crown beside you. I gotta say, I do like the fact that they picked purple for #1, right? Botanic, get some good food, bro. So yeah, at this point, Hasbro is leaning hardcore on Magic. Get this. Hasbro just fucking posted like $1 billion fucking downwards and only 200 million upwards from like Magic or whatever. So there's still like $700,000 or $800,000 that they're down overall. And like that's a write-off though. That's a write-off of companies they bought that have become reduced in value or something like that. But regardless, they like Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering pulled in 23% more money in like the last quarter or something like that. And yet, even with Wizards pulling in 23% more money with Magic, the share price still went down because people are spooked and they don't trust in Hasbro's ability to deliver in the future. So yeah, Inferno, you go one direction or the other. Outlet protectors or open outlets and a fork. Robin, correct. K-pop and novel cards. That was what's discussed to try and satisfy Wizards' 30% female audience. 30% ladies play Magic the Gathering. Press fucking F to doubt. You know? I doubt very heavily. You know, hey, if they get more ladies interested in playing Magic, awesome. Good on them, right? But ultimately, there's only so much you can do, right? Like, how much Magic can you sell to women? How much lipstick can you sell to dudes? There's going to be overlap and stuff like that. People have fucking different interests. It's a pretty simplistic way of putting it, but it does illustrate the point that men and women aren't the fucking same. They have different interests, different hobbies, and as far as I'm concerned, most women who get into Magic the Gathering aren't going to do it independently of like other people. So there's going to be somebody else who brings them in, and 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a dude, right? That's just the reality of it. Magic just tends to appeal more to dudes, just the nature of the game, right? So, fuck, I wish that had been different. Would have been great. Would have been great a long time ago to have a lot more ladies in the mix. I would not complain. I would not complain. Blythe Steel, what's up? Hey, Mercy Super Chat says, Power Rangers, vehicles with a group of creatures made oppressive by combining together. Well, you know what? That probably will happen at some point. Power Rangers keeps getting brought up. They probably will have some random Power Ranger secret layer, but there are multiple cards already in Magic that do that. I call them Voltron stuff because I'm old enough that Power Rangers is in the same category as Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. I was too old when it came along to care. Voltron is my Power Rangers. You feel me? Voltron with the fucking space cats and they all link up to turn into a giant dude with a fucking sword. Let's go! You know? That shit's awesome. That is awesome. DJ Longhair, 50 Shades is theoretically possible, but it might push too far into the out of the boundaries that Wizards wants, you know? Millmaster, it's too many lady nurses and teachers. It's almost like they have a fucking nurturing nature and want to help the youth and other people, right? It's funny how triggered some people get when you talk like that. And it's like, there are no... No, there are. There are. And we should embrace and celebrate the differences between us, right? It's fine. People are allowed to have different interests. It's not... You're not just this fucking blank slate that this weird new mentality likes to pretend. So that's silliness, you know? That is silliness. Habanero, why would they intentionally lie on the internet? Oh, jeez, I don't know. On an earnings call? Like for the shareholders? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? That's right, Robin. Everybody's the same. Correct. Regardless of whether you're a dude, whether you're a woman, whatever, skin color, all of it. Correct. People can be interested in whatever they want, however they want, right? There's going to be generalities that a lot of people fall along the lines of, and there's going to be people who are outliers, and everybody's all good. It is all good. But pretending that those generalities don't exist is pure fucking absurdity. 50 Shades with the Gianna with the stuffy doll. They have the stuffy doll in the artwork in fucking pink handcuffs. That's so stupid. They did Deadpool. He's rated R. Oh, okay, show me the rated R cards. You know, and Deadpool's just a comic book character. Mommy, what's 50 Shades of Grey? Do you feel me? There's a difference. Comic book character, where they take it to crazy extremes. Book about fucking. Sign this sex contract so I can plow you up the butt and smack you in the back of the head calling you fucking donkey girl, and you have to go, Eeyore, I'm Eeyore from fucking Winnie the Pooh, or whatever. I will admit that I haven't checked out 50 Shades of Grey. When I was in college, there was a guy who brought that shit up. He's like, I was talking to a chick and I told her that I know this many of the shades of Grey. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So I went and looked it up, and I came back and I'm like, so this shit you're talking about, this 50 Shades of Grey stuff, that's Twilight fan fiction. You know that, right? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you think you're fucking slick with the ladies. You're talking about Twilight fan fiction, you fucking clown. Just laughing at him. He didn't bring it up after that. He was like, yeah, and it's like, this is stupid. TJ Longhair, sneaky question. Yeah, oh, you're so sneaky. Like they're going to answer any questions they don't want to, right? Right? TJ, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're referencing, bro. Gianni, you just thought of something. Furry suits as equipment. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Bonero. Honestly, to be real about that 30% and stuff, it was tacked in at the very, very end. And it felt like a bunch of the shit he was saying was hilarious. I think one of my favorite things from the earning call was where he talked about Final Fantasy. He's like, Final Fantasy is a really big, wide property. And it kind of has its origin in games. And I'm like, did this motherfucker just say Final Fantasy kind of has its origin in games? A series of video games kind of has its origin in games. Well done. I mean, it's fine. You don't expect a fucking CEO to know everything about everything. This is our best-selling product, and we went to reprint it 4 different times and stuff, and I think it's kind of tied into games or something. Oh, okay. Cool, bro. I mean, I've seen you've read 50 Shades of Goat, too. Oh, she lets me bang her as long as I let her eat tin cans while she's doing it. Millmaster, why you gotta take something beautiful and turn it into something ugly? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? Alex, a Twilight set, Innistrad remastered. A Twilight set, Crimson Vow, you know? What up, Reese? You get to see me live again. I did. I survived my injury today. My leg is messed up and I am worried to stand up, but sitting down, I'm all right. It's so funny to be like, Final Fantasy kind of has its roots in games. It's this fucking series of video games, you dipshit. What do you think Final Fantasy is? I don't know what these fucking peasants play. Final Fantasy, what? I'm too busy having my ass filled with caviar to not, I'm too busy jerking off into fucking Bill Gates' hot tub with my butt cheeks being filled with Pillsbury Doughboy fucking wrapped caviar. I'm drinking my Glengarry Glen Ross fucking 23 whiskey that's $8,000 a shot. I don't know what these fucking peasants do with their Final Fantasy. I think it's got something to do with games or bread or some shit. Val! Yeah, Universe Beyond is one of those beasts where I would like to have Magic not have it at all, right? But we obviously are in the world where that's not the case. So then it becomes, I hope they do ones that I can at least enjoy, right? So my top choice, number one choice for a secret layer would be The Legend of Zelda. That would be fucking amazing. I don't know if they'd ever manage to get Nintendo to let them do it. Probably not. But that would be hype as shit. Or I mean a full Legend of Zelda set, not even just secret layers. That would be like my number one, like way up off the screen level top choice. The CEO is only familiar with the Final Fantasy manga series. No, fuck off. DJ Longhair's wasn't there for his Zitty party. He had to wiki Final Fantasy. I feel like he couldn't have wikied Final Fantasy because he would see video games, you know? Does Nintendo own Sonic? I don't know. Does Nintendo own Sega stuff? I have no clue. No clue. Heavy Metal. You take him high. You take him low. You take JC wherever you go. Right? There's an angel in the chamber. And his name is Jesus. Old Carman music. Jesus is the brother of It's a catchy tune. What up, Larry? How you doing? Nintendo is pretty restrictive in what they'll do. Just you gotta keep that urge low. You don't want to roam the streets. You don't want to roam the streets. Yeah, Legend of Zelda would definitely be like a super hype concept for Universe Beyond. Nintendo just wants money? Well, I mean, that makes it a possibility. At a certain point, Wizards is going to become desperate for IPs to merge with, and so they will pay progressively more. It's pretty obvious from the earnings call that they are very much intending to lean fucking hard as shit into Universe Beyond. And the rest of their business is fucking nightmarish, bro. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Toys R Us's just shut the fuck down in Canada. They're all done. And now weird shit's going on where companies like Ravensburger, who are the ones who make a bunch of Disney-aligned board games, and Lorcana are contacting LGSs saying, hey, do you want to buy games directly from us? Oh, well, not Lorcana, but any of the other games? So shit is getting rough out there when it comes to toy makers because kids don't fucking want toys anymore. They barely want toys. And the ones they do are dumbass shit like that stuff that was brought up earlier in the stream, the Laboobers, right? The kids want that stuff. Like, what the kids want, Hasbro doesn't own. Hasbro doesn't have shit that the kids want anymore. They're gasping out some Peppa Pig stuff. So technically, they have a little bit of stuff the kids want, but it's ugly, bro. It's ugly. Sega's for cool teens and Nintendo's for children. Nintendo beats Sega, big boy. Sonic's a bitch. See, Sonic is a fucking loser, right? Sonic doesn't have a job. Sonic can't afford pants. Fucking somebody bumps into Sonic, he can't even fucking hold a handful of change. Sonic is a fucking loser, speed freak, clownish idiot. Mario is a respectable fucking plumber. He helps people in need. He makes their lives fucking better. And then goes out of his way to save the fucking Mushroom Kingdom as well. He is a fucking hero. A respectable, middle-aged, employed man who knows how to fucking dress himself instead of there's not a bunch of degenerates going, I want a pregnant Mario, is there? But there's a bunch of weirdo fucking freak shows when it comes to Sonic going, check out this combo I found in Magic. You can use Zinnia to give offspring to Sonic so you can have a pregnant Sonic. And I'm trying to search up, how do I do like a 60th trimester abortion on a child that's not mine. You know? Like, we need limits. There needs to be limits. We've reached them. So, that shit ain't happening with Mario. You announce a Mario thing, and people are pulling their dicks out going, I want to smell his feet. Right? But with Sonic, what the fuck? Llama, highlights from the earnings call. I will summarize those in a proper video. This stream is, well, it's actually no more crazy than normal, let's be real. I thought the stuff, the painkillers and everything else would make me more wonky, but it didn't. Not as much as I thought, at least. Kids that are yearning for mask. You talking about the movie? Oh no, you're talking about, I had a mask playset. I remember that. Teferi, yeah, I mean, based on your name, I'm not surprised you do have a Peppa Pig thing. You're trying to say that it's a joke, but the real joke is I fucking believe it. I absolutely believe you're into Peppa Pig. So choke on that reality. Yeah, Sheba, exactly. Sonic fans are, like, not every single person. There are some people who probably just like Sonic normally, but there are a lot of degens in the Sonic fandom, bro. Mercy, toys is extremely competitive. Well, the kids aren't interested. The kids mostly aren't interested because toys suck. Like, if you really, really think about it, most toys suck. Like, this is a cool little dragon. Pretend it's a dinosaur. Pretend whatever it is. You give this to a kid and you go, here you go. He's like, what do I do with this? Do stuff with your imagination, whatever. No, give me my tablet. I can play games where dragons fly and do all kinds of stuff. Why would I want a chunk of plastic that I can't do anything with? Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I was talking about this with my dentist and the dental assistant. And the dentist, or the one chick was like, yeah. She's like, the one kid got Barbies and she just took their clothes off and then just threw them over. It's just done. That's it. I did the thing you could do with them. I took their outfit off, I guess. I guess we're done. Like, kids don't care about toys the same way because they have better fucking options. You know how we played with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and we didn't have to play with fucking sticks and like, I've got the hoop and the stick. I've got a can to kick down the road because we had actual toys that were better. Well, the digital shit kicks this crap in the dong, bro. It's actually better for the kids to have physical toys, but their brains don't want it. And are you kidding me? Somebody's got a fucking squalling kid, and you got two fucking choices. Your kid is just, and you can give him this, and then he goes, or you can give him this. What's the temptation? Here you go. Enraptured. You know what I mean? Hope I didn't break that dragon. I didn't think when I threw that aside. Making my point. But yeah. Like, what are you gonna do? That's it. Kids don't give a shit about what Hasbro didn't keep up. And so they're a fucking dinosaur. And Magic is the only thing. Magic and Monopoly Go. Skeezing people for microtransactions. Skeezing is what it's all about. Sheldon, you enjoy Sonic and want to build a deck around? Do it up, bro. Didn't you order the secret lair? Mountain Jam kids will 3D print their own toys if they even want them. Yeah, but that's true. Llama, yes, you are right. There is a ton of nostalgia mining going on right now. Because here's what happens. The shit is grim for Hasbro. Not only do kids not care about toys the same way as they used to, but there are less kids than there used to be. Because pretty much in every developed nation, birth rates are fucking plummeting. So you have fewer children being born, and you have families with less disposable income because times are tough. Fewer kids to buy for, less money to buy for them, and less things that these children actually want, and Hasbro having virtually none of them at all equals really bad news for, like, Hasbro used to be really, really good at this, to the point where growing up, I consumed and loved a bunch of Hasbro stuff and did not realize it. Like, I didn't realize it was Hasbro stuff until many years later where I was like, wait, Hasbro is Transformers? Hasbro is G.I. Joe? Oh, wow. They made like, the Dungeons and Dragons? All this stuff? Like, what? Really? Cool. And so I see all kinds of awesome toys from when I was a kid, like Guess Who and whatever. Hasbro was bringing the goods. They gave lots of awesome experiences to me as a child, but they've lost it. They are an antiquated dinosaur now. Reese toys are also extremely expensive. Yeah, I mean, they want to make a bunch of money off of their cheap plastic, and it seems like the only place they can do it is nostalgia mining now, where they go, hey, remember this thing you loved from when you were a kid, right? You can buy it now, and you can buy a Lego kit based on this nostalgia property. That kind of stuff is like going hardcore right now, because the truth is, the age cohort that exists within, like who it appeals to, are the people who have a fucking bunch of money to spend now. You know? Dudes in their fucking 40s or 50s or maybe late 30s who have expendable income and will spend it on this shit that reminds them of an earlier, happier time in their life. True, yep. The toys not being designed to any real standard is also a big issue. And if you're going to buy cheap toys for your kid, why wouldn't you just pop over to the dollar store? Like, you can take your kid to the dollar store and go, all right, you can pick out like 3 things. And you can buy 3 things for your kid for like $5. And if they fucking break when you take them home in one day, who cares? The kid's already lost interest and it cost you like nothing. Or you can go and buy an official licensed fucking Hasbro toy for like $45 and just feel rooked when it gets played with as less or maybe equal to the dollar store toy, right? Sheldon, yeah, man, crank that deck, bro. Hasbro does Beyblade in the West. Is Beyblade anything? Because I have no idea if it actually is successful in bringing in any real level of money. It sure as fuck didn't come up in the earnings call. It was all magic, 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 D&D, magic, magic, Monopoly Go. Like, Wizards of the Coast it's the thing. It is what the discussion is around. Master talking that shit. DB Lego Game Boy? What the hell's that? It's a Game Boy that you build yourself out of fucking Lego, and does it actually play Game Boy games? Because that's a fucking cool concept. Mountain Jam, I don't think... I think that's a wild, kind of crazy off base. I think the reason that media is not great these days is because it costs money to take a risk. And nobody wants to take a risk. They're all just looking at, like, our company has to make money in the next 3 months so I can hit my quarterly or whatever. And I want safe bets only. So I think it's just straight up the cost of creation. Like, if you want to make a big movie, it's going to cost crazy amounts of money. It can cost you $500 million to make a movie. And if it does, that movie has to make like $1.5 to $2 billion for it to be considered a success. You can make a movie that costs $500 million and make $500 million above that. So you could make $1 billion and it would still be considered a failure. So they don't want to take risks because they don't want to lose. They don't want, and if you don't take the risks, you can't have the big wins. You can't have the new creations. It will get to the point where this rehashing will just become so unprofitable and dead that new ideas will start to succeed, but it's not going to happen anytime fucking soon, right? Original ideas? Why, when you can just chase Minecraft money? You know? Look at the Minecraft movie. $1 billion. People screaming and tearing apart the theaters. It's a whole big fucking thing, right? It's a weird time. It is a weird time in our culture for sure. Habanero toys are always popular at your thrift store. The only thing moving fast in toy selling is toys being donated. Makes sense. As kids grow out of them, you take them down there, and then that's a good way to keep them flowing, you know? Shelton! Oh, do it up, buddy! Do it up! Make some more Commander action, bro. Robin, you want Gremlins? I could see people liking Gremlins. You know, you put that out around Halloween time, they could sell that. Especially since there's a bunch of creatures in Magic that dovetail with that anyways, right? Reese, teaching your kid with basic lands? Nice. Mountain Jam, yeah. No, you're right. You are correct that time frame definitely did have influences drawing from that. But I don't think it's as simple as you can repeat the process. Do you know what I mean? That was what happened in that place and time. And now it wouldn't cause the same kind of fucking thing, you know? So I think that right now we are in a low point culturally because we have lost creativity in a lot of ways, and it's just rehashing a bunch of things. And then on top of that, you have AI, which is a guise of creativity, but is just lazy bullshit rehashery as well, and theft as well. So depending on what it is, right? So there's all kinds of fucking layers to it. All kinds of layers. If you tried to make a Game Boy out of Lego, the plastic could melt. I guess. I certainly don't know enough about how much that stuff heats up. Matter you saw on Reddit a Jim Henson Secret Lair mock-up. Oh, I think that I saw that in passing. It was just kind of like, wasn't the title of the post something along the lines of, so PBS needs money, right? And there was like a Sesame Street, Commander deck kind of thing, or Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. I don't know. There was some stuff there. I believe I saw that in passing. True, yeah, bro. If you start to think about how much technology has changed and the world has changed, it will make you feel old. I get that. Growing up without computers and now just having like this phone is more powerful than every computer I had growing up by a fucking large margin, which is, it's astounding what you can do with it. I remember when the phones were stuck to the fucking wall. I remember when answering machines came out. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. It does make you feel ancient, you know? That's fine. It's a breadth of experience. And it's interesting because we're like the last batch of people that's going to have what we know not exist. And by that I mean there's a bunch of shows and stuff that we saw that people just won't get to see. It's gone. They never got fucking recorded. The masters were recorded over. You just can't see it again. There's stuff that nobody will ever get to see again because it's gone forever. But going forwards, almost everything's going to be findable on the internet in one form or another. So the amount of loss comparatively is going to be minute, which means if you're nostalgic for something from 20 years ago, you can literally go and have the same experience. Hey, remember watching Magic Historian videos 20 years ago? Shit, they're still on the YouTube archive where like somebody fucking put all the old YouTube videos up there and you can go and watch them. Remember watching this dickhead? Oh my God. Nah, he's fucking dead now. You know what I mean? I remember this. That kind of shit. It's fascinating. It's amazing in some ways, you know? What up, Cookman? Jess, your grandma came out before TV and she's still alive? Yeah, my grandma is like pretty much as old as yours too. I think she's like 96 maybe. She's up there. She's up there. Reese, yeah, it is amazing to see how much changes over time. There's a lot of awesome improvements. We get focused on all the problems and you don't really take the time to appreciate how much better things are, right? If you want to know something now, you don't have to live in ignorance. You had to back in my day. Like if you wanted to know something, how are you going to find it out? Right? You're going to go to the library and find books on it? Or are you going to ask around to people? You literally, like, if I want to know, if I don't know about something, I can literally just go, and I will learn about it in a few moments. It's incredible. You have access to everything. You can know almost anything you want to know. That's fucking amazing. The fact that people are ignorant and wasting their time on complete garbage aside, that is amazing. That is amazing. If the majority of people choose not to take advantage of it, that's fine, because there will be some people who do genuinely take advantage of it, and their lives will be better for it. But we all benefit, and we all lose in some ways, right? But mostly, I feel like it's a positive moving forwards, depending on your frame of mind and what's going on in your life, the level of struggle you're going through, the stuff that's happening with your family, your overall mind state. You can consider the world to be an entirely negative place and relentlessly awful, but that's not realistic. Do you know what I mean? You're not living... People like to act like they're living in this insane hellscape, and it's like, you're not, though. You have access to clean, drinkable water. You have food. You have a fucking home. You're on the internet talking to people and shit. Like, I'm not saying you have the best life, but a lot of people acting like, this is dystopian hell. It's... Okay, take it down a notch. It's fun to say, like, the big hyperbolic shit, but if you really, really believe it, you're going too far out there, right? That's just how it feels. It's your brain. Do whatever you want with it. But once you divorce yourself enough from reality, I just kind of want to pat you on the head and go, the world's exactly like you say it is, bro. I hope it gets better, but we both know it won't. Here's a cookie. Go along now. You know what I mean? Indra, no, I won't be at Gen Con, bro. The next time I'll be in the States is probably closer to the end of the year. Cookman, I'll say this. Even if you didn't really want to get up and explore to look for the information, when you found information you were looking for, when you finally learned something that you had wanted to know, maybe just through pure happenstance, that information had more value to you and you retained it, right? Everything being available on the internet is great because you have all the information, but people tend to not retain anything anymore. So you don't wander around knowing 50 different people's phone numbers. You only know your phone number, and you just need to tell other people your phone number, and that's it. And I kind of enjoy the way it syncs up with kind of the nature of the internet and the way that people are. We went from a world where you know everybody's number so you can contact them to it's me, me, me. I only need to know my number, give it to you, you pop it into your fucking phone. I will go on to these threads where people are talking about whatever. I will spout my opinion, and then I will mute the conversation because I don't even need to hear what you have to fucking say. Because it's me, me, me. And it's important that you hear my opinion, but your opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion only exists so that I can express myself. A sense of Sonder is very much lacking in a lot of this. It's all so hollow, too. It's just so much hollow noise, you know? Mercy, yep. People in mid-40s and above kind of shit. Habanero, you learned everything you need to learn about flying buttress. I bet you were probably just looking for flying butts and got sidetracked. Jess, yeah, well, I mean, I feel you, right? You are just interpreting reality through your senses. So can you ever truly know reality? Depends on what you define as reality. Is reality being able to see every fucking single spectrum of light and hear on every different level? Like, is it every frequency? Is that what's required? Because you can't hear a fucking moth making noise, but they do. You literally can't hear it. So, I mean, when we talk about reality, it's a shared rough definition, right? If we're talking about true reality, how much can you fully define that? And when it's fucking almost, it becomes pedantic intellectual time wasting at a certain point, right? It's like reality isn't reality. Okay, well, I still need to take a dump and make a sandwich. So, yeah, but how do you know reality? Listen, bro, I'm going to have a sandwich, and I'm going to go talk to the doctor about why my butthole's bleeding, okay? Well, you don't even know if it's real. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend like it is. How about that? You want to think it's all not real? Cool. I'm going to live like it is, because I don't have time for this bullshit. Yearn for the age of the telegraph. I want them to have to figure out how to do dot, dat, dot, 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 dash to draw my fucking dick and balls in a telegram. And I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to tell you it's a candygram. So your dumbass eats it thinking the paper is eat my dick. Reese, yeah, you never thought about it that way? That's just how it comes across to me. When somebody goes, I give my opinion, and then I mute the conversation, you've pretty much invalidated your own opinion in a way. Like, you can say something that's correct, but why would you? Okay, you have to listen to me, but I don't have to listen to you. No, that's cool, bro. It's all good. If that's how you are, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Like, my opinion is really important, and you need to know my thoughts, but I don't want to hear any back talk about it. Okay. I'm just going to put you in the category of somebody who's not worth paying attention to. That's fine. You do you, bro. At the end of the day, it's your life. And if you don't want to hear what anybody has to say, and you only want to be able to spew your opinions to people, you can do that. You can do that. I ain't going to stop you. Desolator! What's up, brother? How you doing? Space. You ready to get spaced? Like Battlestar Galactica? Going out the airlock. Mercy, I listen, man. I said I was going to go talk to the doctor. I'm not asking for medical opinions in here. You don't know. You don't know. What if I have some of those butt beetles like in that Mummy movie, right? What if I just have extra blood? You don't know. Maybe the body just releases extra blood it doesn't need through the butthole. Oh. Mountain Jam, no, I have not seen that. Standard rotation. Desolator, the change in standard rotation, bro. Now, we're not going to get another one until like 2027 now. How about an alien magic crossover? If we're going to get one, expect that to be announced like in the next couple weeks. Any of the space-themed secret layers will be announced like in a week or so. Because right now, we're getting ready to build up the steam for Spider-Man and Avatar. They already dumped Spider-Ham and like 5 other Spider-Man spoilers out today. And the whole fucking thing is kicking off this weekend, right? It's kicking off this weekend. So there's going to be a whole bunch of craziness. Mercy Resort, listen, it's all, you don't need to apologize, man. We're all fucking joking around. I'll tell you this right now. I'm never gonna like talk about medical conditions that I have and look for information on the internet. If I was blowing blood out my butthole, do you think I'd be talking to you here right now? Right? I'd be like all anemic. Hey guys, I need my blood, but it's leaking out my hole. Guess we won't be streaming. What do you think? I'm sitting on a fucking newspaper here and it's turning red? You know? Don't worry. You're just trying to be helpful. That shit doesn't bother me. There's tons of stuff that people do that are absolutely fine, that no apology is necessary for. And then there's other people who are just knob jockeys who do not understand the line, bro. Desolator, it's all crap. You want some Peter Porker cards? Are you going to get Peter Porker? Right? They got the Spider-Ham card. They revealed that guy. Scryfall has 50 Spider-Man. You can't have 50 already. They've only spoiled like fucking 15, man. They've only spoiled 15. And one of the cards apparently is a spider that got bit by a radioactive pig and became Spider-Ham. And so he looks like a pig and he's eating a hot dog. Like, what is this? What is this? Jeez, man, this is everybody's just a broken down, middle-aged fucking sack of crap, huh? I guess we're all in the same fucking boat. Throw us on the fucking reject pile. These ones are, we're in the heavily played category, guys. A lot of fucking whitening around the edges. You know what I'm saying? They released the welcome decks? Oh, they released the contents of the welcome decks? Ah, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Also, I think that I saw something different about the welcome decks. You get them with a purchase. They're meant to be given away to like new people getting into the game. That was the point of the welcome decks. And now you even have to pay for the welcome decks? That's what I saw last night. So I don't know if that's going to be on a store-by-store thing. I have to look more into that. Last night. This night. That was today. I got the drugs in my brains, boys. Yeah, you know what? You guys got me curious. I'm going to take a quick peek here. Okay, let's see here. Take your time, computer. Who cares, right? Oh, wow. Shit, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Wow. Okay. Well, this looks like more than enough to slap together into a stream. Doesn't look like as many. It is. Okay, yeah. All right, fair enough. Put the basics in and everything. There are 57 different cards. Well, fair enough. Thanks for cluing me in. I was actually talking to a buddy down at the game store today, and I said, hey, man, let me know when the Spider-Man welcome decks come in, because I want to take a look through. So, apparently, don't even have to worry about that. Val's a parabola. Young and yearning, and then you hit 40 and realize you don't care what defines reality. You still got bills to pay and a dull pain in your back. It's too fucking real, bro. It's too real. I want to be a spaceman and living out a spaceman. I wish my leg wasn't fucked, man. It's actually really obnoxious because I do want to make a video tomorrow, and I like standing and talking. So I fucking gesture and move around. It feels right, you know? That's how I am. It's funny how some people get triggered by that, too. I'm moving around so much. Calm the fuck down. I'm here to tell you about magic cards today. Sorry if I move a little bit too much or whatever. What's your fucking problem? Millmaster... What? Officers. That's him. I don't know what the phrase, give me the boy at 7 and I'll show you the man. But that sounds like a very arrestable statement. Like, very arrestable. Officer, that's the guy. He said he's turning boys into men. He's not. It's not the band. It ain't the band. But he might be playing that music for him, officer. Arrest that man. Detain him. Detain him fully. Long hair Spider Ham is a lord for like fucking 20 different creature types. It's pure absurdity. Pure absurdity. Cookman, I'm with you. Fuck the drama. Not interested. Not interested in any time-wasting drama. Just do I want you to make my leg better with magic? I don't think I've reached the level of desperation that I'm Doctor Strange yet, bro. I do believe... I don't even think that I need medical technology to save me. I think that I can just heal my leg with my own powers. My own powers. No, wait! I forgot. I forgot what Habanero said earlier in the stream. The only thing that can cure me is money. I feel all my cells atrophying, guys! It's been too long since I've had a cash infusion. Oh, I feel all my blood turning to slush and pooling in my toes. Oh, it's been a good ride, guys. This is my final stream. Signing off. For only a few dollars more, I can stay alive. Matter, wear the green hoodie. It's not a hoodie, bro. It's not a hoodie. People called it a hoodie because they don't know what it is, but It's a full-on bodysuit. It covers the entirety of my fucking glorious body. But it is also very revealing. Like, you can see my fucking glorious package way, way too easily through this thing. The funny story is the intro that I recorded, not this one, but the other one where I'm dancing around the green screen over, I was in this suit and I leap multiple times in the suit. And in the original version of it, you can see my fucking junk like full on. Full on. I had to edit it. I was like, okay, you gotta go top half of the torso with this thing. Cause you can see all the good. You can see my Sunday best, bro. Hey, juggling with that super chat, Savage Hatcher. Hell yeah, man. Or Savagey Hatcheser. What the fuck? Thanks for the super chat. I shall continue to live. Cookman, Glorious Package. That is a good name for a band. Agreed. JH, sounds like we need some Hatcher After Dark. Hell yeah. Save it for the OnlyFans. How funny would that be if you found out? You guys want to know the truth I didn't tell you? The Magic Historian is only like 10% of what covers my bills, and the other 90% is actually OnlyFans. You guys might not know this, but I have one of the strongest buttholes in town. Like, I can literally unscrew the cap off a beer bottle, and I don't mean the twist top. I do a different kind of magic over there. I make Corona bottles disappear. Hey, Bull Falcon with the jacket and blast yourself, hippo! Pop, pop, pop! Pop, pop, pop! That shit's hilarious. Thanks, buddy. True, you didn't realize the shirt that I added a green screen effect to? I know, right? Isn't that fucking cool, man? I'm a spaceman. Desolator, you ain't wearing pants right now. You're probably wearing 3 pairs of pants. You're one of the most paranoid dudes I've ever met. At every moment, I imagine you have 3 pairs of pants, and each of them has 2 fucking guns in them. You know what I mean? He's got like 6 different guns and 3 pairs of pants on just in case. You never know. So somebody comes up, you thought it was disarmed, zip, bam, another pair of pants, pow, right in each pocket. They go for that pair of pants. He's like, I don't know, he thought that would work. And then he pulls out the other pair, bow, 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 bow. I'm like the fucking dad from Boondock Saints. But guess what? I just do it with pants. What the fuck? What the fuck is with the way my brain works, guys? I hear the crazy shit that comes out of my head. It's like, where does this shit come from? What the fuck? You wear 3 pairs of pants with 2 guns each, and then just randomly tie it into the fucking Boondock Saints? What? TJ, you thought it was the color of the shirt? Oh, guys, guess what? I'm AI. I'm not even a person. I've been AI all along. I am a fucking deep fake. Right? How you like me now? I'm actually a fucking raccoon that learned how to use a computer. Nathan, what's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Val, it's why we're here. It's fun. It's fun. Makes me laugh. Like my brain thinks up crazy shit all day long. Gives me a good chuckle. Oh, I got a ring in my eye now. Check it out. I'm activating turbo laser. Nathan, you're on the right side of the grass still. Wait a minute. You had something to do with JFK? Is that what we're talking about? Shit, man, I know you've been around for a while, but come on, bro. Really? Invader, your brain's a bush. How about that? You ever play stick or bush when you were a kid? Wait, that doesn't sound right at all. You know the game I'm talking about? Depending on the plants you had where you were, someone would just pick up it. Like, it basically looks like this. It's a plant, right? And it's got a bunch of little like little things coming off of it. Right? And so you pick one up off the ground and you go bush or stick, right? Stick or bush. And then whatever they say, it's wrong, no matter what. Because you put your fingers on the base like this and you run it up. And you take all the little side pieces off and then you end up with a little bush in your hand or a stick. So whatever they say, you say they're wrong and throw away the part they picked. It's such a stupid game. But I loved it. I loved it when I was a kid. Nathan got a box started. Some magic. The guy Gabriel K. What else does it need? Do you have any like interesting regular bottled water where you are? You know what I mean? Like, I've got different kinds of bottled waters and stuff. Although, you know, that might be too big and heavy to send. But that's something that I'm interested in right now, is trying different waters from different places. Magic books. Random snacks, maybe? From your part where we don't got over here? Because they definitely do have different treats in different parts of Canada. I know that. They sell different stuff in Newfoundland than they do here. Yeah, Nathan, if it's all stuff I can get here, then yeah, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro. Use your judgment. It's always been good so far. Mostly. Let's not say always. I shouldn't lie on the internet. Let's be real. Your judgment has sometimes... your judgment is on occasion kind of okay. I think we've massaged the statement into an accurate descriptor. Reese, that's why he's so smart. He drinks smart water. I mean, putting smart on anything. I'm smart because I do this. It's literally like, I want to get I'm collecting up different types of water because I think I want to use them specifically for the 60,000 subscriber celebration, which we're going to do soon. But I feel like I need a few more bottles of water. Paul Valgan, send me some Chuck Norris water. Yes, send me Chuck Norris water. That sounds ridiculous. I am absolutely here for that. Absolutely. JH. That's funny. Pantsawan. What the hell is that? That sounds like a weird rank of Jedi. You know? I'm a Padawan. I'm a Pantsawan. What the hell does that mean? Just pulls down his pants. Oh, I can see your lightsaber. That's so fucking stupid. Why is it glowing? You gotta see a doctor. Mercy, what are you talking about? Why won't... Listen, let me explain something to you. First of all, there's tons of people talking in here. Secondly, I fucked my leg up today, and I bought a bunch of pills and shit. So, yeah, I don't always see everything. That's how that goes. But the real answer is, because it was a terrible comment, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was, but I rate it F-. How's that feel? I didn't even read it, and I'm giving it a bad rating. If you thought it was bad, why are you responding to my comment? I didn't even fucking see it, and I say it's terrible. Noob, you drink all kinds of water. Smart water is one of your favorites because it tastes good and the bottle's big. Yeah, I bet you like putting big things in your mouth. I was curious about the taste of the waters, you know? Can I even tell the difference? I know when I was a smoker, there'd be zero chance I could tell the difference between any waters unless the water was significantly skaggy, right? Look at that. TJ and Sheba going to the exact same place at the exact same time. You guys are spaceballing together. Spider-Man is reach and ward discard. Oh, you want me to talk about the cards? Here's the thing. We're going to do that another time. I'm not pulling up the cards and doing that right now. There's enough Marvel cards from that Spider-Man stuff that we can do a live stream going over all of them. You know what I mean? So give it a fucking day or two. Hell, that might even be tomorrow's stream, right? We'll see how it goes. I may do the reporting. If I'm able to stand properly tomorrow, then I'm intending on putting out a historian video. Even if I can't stand, I might put out a video. But I'm most likely, unless my leg is just making me miserable to the point where I don't want anything to do with anybody, I'll be around, and it's highly likely I'll be covering the spoiler cards. Because originally I had planned to talk about some of the spoiler cards tonight, but I just didn't trust my ability to focus, you know? I'm going to do an OnlyFans stream. That's why I can't. I said I'm going to make Coronas disappear. You might not have. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream where I explained that I actually genuinely fucked up my leg to the point where I'm not sure if I can stand, like, for any real amount of time, you know? Millmaster, do they have medicine vendors near me? Yes. There are medicine vendors near me. I know the kind of medicine that Daddy needs. That's what you mean. JH, what happened? I fucked my leg up royally in a fucking sad way, where I was basically just trying to stop a soccer ball from going into the creek and chasing after the soccer ball. My leg went, "Not today, bitch!" and just went, and I was like, oh my God. And it went from, oh, I'm having fun just kind of kicking a soccer ball around to, I don't know if I can get home. Oh my God, I'm so old. I need to bring my phone with me now all the time. Oh, I'm sad. And I was just like, am I going to have to drag myself home? Like, what am I going to do? I just had to, like, stop and lean on fences and shit. Like, it was a fucking, it is an ordeal. So, yeah. I'm hoping that it's just going to turn out to be okay, because I was reading online what this could be and the amount of time it could take for it to actually get better. I don't know. I could luck out. It could be more minor, because I've never had this happen to me ever. So, yeah. If I can stand up properly, then I'm going to do a video. If I can't, then I may do a video, or I may not, depending on how I'm feeling. So, I guess my leg is determined in the whatever. But I expect that, tomorrow we'll stream and talk about the Spider-Man cards. That's my guess is what we'll do. Long hairs membership message says Perp's OnlyFans is called In the Hatch. What? Hold on. Nathan, what? Bison? It's sliced and smoked bison? Huh. That sounds interesting. Oh, llama. Yeah, bro. Pain. I don't deal well with pain. So like Carly asked me, earlier, she's like, are you streaming today? And I said, I don't know. And then I went, well, what am I just going to fucking lay on the couch for hours and do nothing? I may as well go and hang out. And this has been a fun distraction. So it's nice. It's nice hanging out with you guys. But on the subject of muscle relaxers, Carly has muscle relaxers for her fibromyalgia when it's fucking kicking her ass. So I see how goofy you can get off that. And I'm just like, she's like, you might actually want to take one, I'm just sitting there like, I don't know. But considering how messed up they get, it looks like a lot of fun. TJ, drugs is the answer. Yo, if I'm in pain, absolutely. JH, no, I don't have, like, I'm using home level pills. I'm getting by with what I have here. We're going to see how I am tomorrow and if I have to go and get whatever. But I'm just like, as long as I don't really move the leg around, everything seems to be okay mostly. So right now, the mix of what I got going on it's carrying me enough. You know what I mean? Mercy, you've had fun? Me too, buddy. Nathan, you remember my first and second Hatcher video had some bad protein bar or something? Oh, the meat bar? The pressed dog meat bar with pumpkin seeds and shit in it? Oh, it was awful. Awful. I said that I'd rather have some dried up meat, so you always thought you should send me some. But you randomly got some recently? Fair enough. Nice callback to like a million years ago. TJ, cut it off. Hold on. I'm gonna take a look. How to cut. Somehow I believe that would lead to more pain. Probably. JH, I like the way you think, buddy. So yeah, if everything goes the way I want to, then we'll put out a proper video discussing the Hasbro earnings call, because there's a lot going on in there, and some of it is amusing. And then we will do like a spoiler stream. I want to do a Wonders of the First stream sometime soon too, because there's still mythics that I'm missing for my set, right? And we're coming up on the second set coming out, so I'm still missing like... Oh wait, you know what? I don't think I marked off the 2 that I picked up last week, did I? Did I? Ragnar Bloodbane is not marked off. And the Prime Leofin. Yeah, sweet. I didn't mark those off my list. I have 2 more mythics that I traded for my set right there. Okay. So that was the Prime Leofant and Ragnar. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, yeah, 17 mythics and my set is complete. Oh, Nathan, the good stuff is moose meat made by your grandma's nearby. I'd be reluctant. I'd only be reluctant because it's not like packaged. Carly's not cool with any food that doesn't come in like official packaging or whatever, and understandably so. But moose meat's legit, bro, right? I'm originally from Newfoundland, and I had some out there, and it was good. It was good, boy. All right, well, thanks for coming and hanging out with me, my friends. It's been nice chilling with you. We shall reconvene again tomorrow, as long as everything goes well and my life isn't terrible tomorrow. So, thanks for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you guys on Thursday. 2 days to the pre-release. That's another thing. I'm like, man, I really want my leg to be good in time for the pre-release in 2 days. Although I only have to sit down at the table and play, so I should be able to go to the pre-release regardless, right? We'll see. Anyways, thanks for coming by, my friends. I'm going to go upload this to the stream archive now. I will catch you guys next time.